Welcome back, Habsburg family. We are back on EU5, where we are leading the Habsburg family, the hapless ones, who this guy pretty much is, Karl IV here, the false. What a name. Where we are trying to unify the Holy Roman Empire as one single nation state underneath our rule, which is something that was not achieved in their actual lifetime and span. So we're going to try to continue. Last episode, we were able to take a big chunk out of Hungary here. We're weakening them more and more, and if we can go after them more, we will. But we have to rebuild, and so do our allies, as we are called into war to protect Chiavenna, one of our empire territories, from Milan, who's seeking to expand. But Milan has a lot of regulars, so we're going to see how this goes. I don't foresee it going well for us, just like the last time it didn't go well for us, because we have to rebuild. Our armies have to rebuild, and so do Bohemias and Naples and Brandenburgs. And even though we're in this, I don't think it's going to be a good note for us. So 156,000 to their 23,000. I'm sure that's about to go up. Now they're already up to 34. Milan has money as well that they could use. They've got a decent amount of money, but they might take out some loans to be able to get some mercenaries as well. We don't have the manpower to reinforce our army as much as it needs to. Not that our army could stand up to Milan's anyways. There they are with 19,000 regulars at least. Maybe we get to see attrition take a toll. But I think we're going to lose this area here. We're going to have to let our allies do most of the work. Luckily, we are making a lot of imperial authority at 0.45 a month. Remember, we have expanded the Landfried. We have changed over to a bicameral imperial diet, which will hopefully help get us more support among some of them. We have free cities for everybody, could be one. The imperial register we've expanded, and we've maxed out the imperial taxation, where now we have both a treasury for them and our own coffers are being stacked as well from the empire. If you're tuning into the series and you've been a regular and please consider leaving a like. It will help the series grow to some others. I do appreciate all of you who have been tuning in, especially those leaving the comments. I know, as the series says, Hapless Habsburgs, I'm probably disappointing some of you and some frustrating some, but I've got my own style of play that I'm hopefully will work out for it. There we go. The burghers are making the roads again for us. Also building lots of other things. The estate construction is going really well. We just finished building a theater ourselves. Integration is going to increase now, which is going to be good for us. We need that. When we look at our trade capacity, we need the great score. We just are so far away. And until we get that tax base up and scale the population and everything else, we're going to be in trouble. Now they're going after Tyrol. What is their numbers at? 132,000 versus 143,000. Naples is going to have to do the work for us, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. These are huge stacks of men that we cannot compete with. But again, Chiavenna, Chiavenna was captured, so we need to work our way over that way. We're going to try to sneak around, retake it like Bohemia's maybe trying to do. If we were to cut through, there we go. No, we don't want to go that way. There's an army right there. Looking at the research, we've only got 2 set up because we're going to... pike and shot's still kind of expensive for us. There's nothing here that really stands out to me as stuff that we need. We don't have a navy. Diplomatic range would be nice. All right, let's see if we can get down there without losing our army. What I'm hoping is there's not much of and there's not 15 soldiers. And we liberated it, and now we run. And we try to get away. But that gets us... Oh, there's some big battles that were won. The Battle of Ravenna. Could this be something, a surprise that Chiavina can win or hold them off yet again? That would be a success. Milan's going to be a thorn in our side, just like France, until we're able to get ourselves a lot of manpower and grow that. Let's head back over to our home territory. Savoy is offering us alliance. They're just going to drag us into a fight with France even more, I feel like. They don't have a lot of men, nor a lot of manpower. They could grow, but they've already been chopped up quite a bit. That's okay. We'll take it. Diplomatic capacity we're fine on. Oh. Got 3 places integrating, 1 assimilating. Assimilating will continue to do with at least 1 as we get. How many more places do we have to integrate? Quite a few now. 8 more, so it's going to take us a little bit. Number of artists is increased. Let's take a look real quick at our... So we've almost got all the meritocracy lined up. Pike and shot, we can embrace it. Can't embrace the others yet. That would be a big benefit to us. Let's make sure we don't have anything else that we're needing here. Religious wars possibly. Got everything there. We don't have a navy yet. That's the only thing. Mercenary costs. We might need those down the road. We'll do that. And then... Oh, we need the clergy satisfaction as well. That should make it cheap enough to where we're not taking a big hit whenever, and we'll be able to do pike and shot without a huge stability hit, because that gives us 6 spots there, and we'll go from that. Making money during a war is always a good sign. %41%. That's fantastic. Oh, they would take a white piece. But we'll stay in it. Wait, why are we... Oh, they've taken these places. Well, let them face the attrition of the mountains. That's fine. They're getting dwindled down. Somebody is attacking and making some headway in some battles. We've lost more, though. No war exhaustion from them, unfortunately. Here's a battle that Naples is going to lose, so it's tilting the other way, because now we get Milan's regulars. They've got quite a few of them, too. 29,000. Lots of mercenaries that they went out and hired. So they will give us a white piece. I want to stay in here. I feel like that gives us more... Well, actually, it might actually hurt. But we can sneak around and take Chiavina again. And I don't know that the others will. Let's see what is a way to get to Hungary. Serbia, Wallachia, Swednica, we already did. If we go through Serbia, we also have to face Byzantium. Don't want to do that. We don't have our allies ready together for a while anyway, so let's go ahead and call Parliament together, the Landtag. We can back the war effort. Not really something we need to do, considering our lack of cultural tradition increase. We go towards spiritualists, though. It's not the worst of things. let's try the expansion of the market. We could reduce the opinion of who? Ferrara, who we are at war with already. Go ahead. Support inward. Support innovative. We're becoming more and more innovative as it is, which is helping our cultural influence. Literacy's going up. Can get there even more. Let's do that. Now we just need to make them happy, but they'll come back to us. We are going to have a civil war here again pretty soon with Bosnia, so we might want to bail out of this war eventually. Let's work our way back over, though. They're going to need us to steal back in. We have a son. Joseph, our heir, isn't very good either, so that's frustrating. We will grant the urban parliament seat. I help the burghers probably a little bit too much, but they build so many roads and stuff for me that I can't help it. This one is going to be a win against Milan, and Chiavenna is going to be Bohemia coming up big. Oh my goodness. War reparations at Chiavenna gives 1,200 to them and our allies, and they take these other places over. Chiavenna just expanded at the expense of Milan. Well done. Well done. And now our army's stuck. But that won't be long because we're about to have a civil war on our hands. But we're stuck right in here. Great. Well, that turned out really, really good for us. When we look at the league, Chiavenna is not part of it. Can they be a part of the league? We could offer alliance with them. Trust opinion of Medici. Let's increase the opinion. See if we can get them in there, because I think that gives us a little bit more. Yeah, so now we have the printing presses on the doorstep as well for us. The land tag looks like it'll be good. We need to reduce this fort maintenance and the army maintenance. Almost have our army back up to full strength. No, not really. We've got more authority. Now here's one. So Hungary's at war with somebody. Are they not? No, they're just changing. So lots of people. Upper Bavaria might be who we have to attack to bring in Hungary again. But we need everybody with us if we're going to do that. Namur is a free imperial city for us, increasing our authority even more. Where are we gaining? 0.44. Not as much as I thought it would be. Chiavenna can expand the empire. Milan has some down here of us. France, of course, has a bunch. Poland has a little bit. Poland worries me. It's a way to bring Hungary into the fight. But Poland is a lot stronger than Hungary with their regulars and the manpower they have available. All right, well, we got the land tag through and everything, so now it is a good spot to jump ahead until we get to our next noteworthy events. Speaking of which, we have the discovery of the New World. Portugal, what a time to be alive indeed. In 1477, so we're 15 years ahead of Columbus when he was able to do it. But let's jump ahead, like I said. Didn't take long before we have a couple more newsworthy events. Chiavenna is getting attacked now by France. That's a totally different story than what Milan is. 13,000 regulars. We're going to answer that one later because we also have Bosnia declaring their independence. So we got to get over there. We got to put that down. They have 5,000 men. We may have to raise the levies for this. We can also call on our allies. Austria and Brandenburg will be enough to do that. How long do we have to make this decision? October for this one. I want to see what they come in with. 276,000. It's far, far, far too much. There's just no way us getting involved in that war is going to benefit us whatsoever. Too many levies. Good grief. Now they're gaining a little. 65,000 is still not good enough. I don't think that's a war we're going to be helping you with, Chivina. 76,000. We could bring in everybody that we are fighting with, all of our allies. It's let's accept it. Everybody else is in the fight. They're not ready for it yet. But it's the only chance we've got. They only have 13,000 regulars. Naples can match that. Bohemia can go after that. We'll see. Maybe the strength will give them pause. We can try to handle Bosnia on our own. They've only got 1,200, so we'll be able to do this one ourselves. Bohemia's down here with us, though, so that's fine. Let's knock them out. There goes their army. Now it's just a matter of tidying up everything else. But we are going to lose a lot of territory over here. But if we can, again, Chivina, they've been wily against Milan. Maybe they can do the same thing. Oops, I've rejected something without even knowing. We're not pulling Naples into this fight. We'll let Naples go after France. We'll take care of this ourselves. Even though it's going to take a while. That one's going to be the fight that's going to be telling. So what is it that they're trying to do? Take Valtellina? That's a lot of manpower. We've got a lot too, though, so who knows? They've lost more. We've got 19,000 levies we can raise to go with our regulars. We'll raise those once we get ready to move over that way. Right. Anytime we can steal anybody from Hungary, we will do that. The heir has died. A strange fever. Oh, no. Now, granted, he wasn't that talented, but do we have another son? Yeah, we have a son who's now even worse. We've really got to find some better genes. Matthias isn't any better. And then Maximilian. He may be our best one. 1 year old. So we've got that going. Let's see what is happening here. Naples is... A lot of people are moving around. Let's go ahead and let that migration happen. France is doing their thing. Mercenaries, of course. Mercenaries everywhere. They're about to take some of Chiavina. And now they are going to storm through that. Most likely we can maybe move in there to try to recapture some of those. Again, we have to kind of stack up against France and try to stop them. It's our only hope that we somehow stall them, get lucky in a war, and Like what happened with Milan, where they lose some territory. But it's not looking good at the moment. May have been a win there. Doesn't look like it, though. Oh, back in our side. Okay, we've almost got this. That will start to... We got to recapture all of these as well, though. Almost time to embrace and start researching pike and shot. Like to get that below 20 stability cost, though, before we do that. As far as money goes... Okay, now we can start marching our way through Bosnia. Oh, they rejected it. Well, let's continue over there. 30% war score. Huge victories. They're down to 297,000. Is this going to be like Milan? Is Chiavenna the secret to defeating all of these other places? We've got a core on Freiburg. We beat France? They actually... Wow, France is going to pay war reparations to Chiavenna, who's going to get insanely rich off of those in Milan. Treaties with Scotland are annulled, and San Sebastian is going to Castile. Any little bit helps. Any little bit helps. Cannot get an alliance with them. Chiavenna is our golden secret here that just is... That is wild. Absolutely wild. Now we can't get into these because it's winter. Come on. We need winter to finish so we can move in there. They've rejected our offer. Normal winter, and it has us barred from getting in there. Great. We're in April. Now we can move in. Now we've got them. All right. Everything is back in order. Now while we wait, rebuild, get all this stuff going, let's jump ahead again. Well, France is at it again, and we have been called to arms by Mondovi, which, considering that it is Milan is actually in this fight with them, with all of those regulars, I think this is one we go after, even though we're still rebuilding. We can't go after Hungary or anything yet anyways. Naples, Bohemia, all of those guys will bring in with us. We have a new, I forgot, alliance with Lower Bavaria. Not that they're going to be overly threatening, but that gives us a lot of manpower. We saw that we could beat France once before. Maybe it's possible to do it again. Maybe this coalition can stand firm against them. Finished integrating whom? Now we're far off from others. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 more still to go to get everything integrated. Danzig's almost there. Pozny is doing very well assimilating. We're going to go ahead and call the Landtag together. Huh. I don't know that we have anywhere that our nobles are going. Backing the war effort. It'd be nice to get something that actually goes through. You know, let's do this. Let's see what the nobles do. If anything. Okay, so do we risk getting our levies smashed by France when we do have the numbers already? I'm sure they're going to add to it, which they are. They're going to get themselves more and more mercenaries. But Milan, we know, can get a good chunk of mercenaries as well. Ah, we have an architect. And our state sec, this is doing very, very well for us. And we have enough authority to push for something. Our authority dropped quite a bit what we were gaining. Now, I'm debating on saving up 60 to try to get the Imperial Standing Army. Also, or we just go ahead and I think we push for the dynastic preference. Go ahead and lock that in if we can. Or continue on the land freed. Let's try the dynastic preference. This will let us see where we're at. Got some initial early votes, but there we go the other way. Where will the big ones go? They don't have as much voting power, so we have more smaller ones that we're getting on our side here. Since we did the bicameral diet. Naples has requested gold from us. Guess that's fine because we'll be getting gold from them, I'm sure, shortly as well. All right, let's see what we have over here that we can do. They are still not capturing what they're going for. Battles haven't been on our side. Let's march our way over this way. So we can maybe be of help. The Diet, so we are doing a little better on this vote. I don't know that we're going to win it. There's still 440 undecided votes. The big one's going to be which way these two here, Mainz and Cologne, go. Those are the two. If we can win those, we win it. If not, we lose it. And so far, the big vote getters have been going the opposite way. Yep, we lost Cologne. We've got all the small ones, though. 78 votes left. All the big ones went against us. 78 votes left. We are right there. We just need a couple more. I think we got it. I think we're going to get it to pass through. So solidifying our power even more. 10% in the Landtag. And now we have Noble Colonization Charter. Good for them. Look at all this. The roads, again, the estates. The burghers are doing it all for us. I did do some down in Bosnia. Trying to build some of these roads. It's going to take a while, but we need to expand this so we can actually get into that area better. Pike and shot we've also adopted. So there's our first one there. Danzig has been integrated. We're going to go with trying to assimilate some pops into our culture. Treviso is one that we're going to aim for. Try to get some of these Venetians into ours. Let's head up to Danzig, add this to the Holy Roman Empire. This is where if I could do one vassal out of all of this, I would. But since I can't, I don't want 3 little small vassals. Although, if we did all those small vassals, it would help us. A variety of, I mean, several princes then would be available. Okay, we can't go after these guys. They'll crush us. Let's just keep an eye on them. Milan lost that battle. 262,000, 346,000. They've lost more men than us too, which makes me think maybe there's a shot to wear them down. That one's a win. Slow it down a little bit. That's a mixed army. I don't trust us to... I feel like that's just going to lose all of our men. Lots of fighting going on right here. Lots of fighting. Too many men for us to battle down there. They're down to 238, so eventually the numbers might shift into our favor. As long as the defender's ticking, that's a good sign. So small armies going up there, hopefully they'll lose. Don't know what they have in that army. A victory is what we had there. Okay, I want to take back our place. If we can. The levies we're going to keep... I don't know that they're going to be strong enough to do anything for us anyways. Like to pick off some of these. But I don't know that we have the forces to do it. We can get into that fight. Freiburg is another one that we want to recapture. So we do not have all of our men, but we have a good chunk of them. Winning some battles. They are getting really knocked down. They've lost far more men. This is very good. Really, really encouraging. Win a few more battles and keep that defender score ticking. War exhaustion, maybe. That we got war exhaustion tipping up on these two. What about some of their vassals as well? That's really good news for us. 120,000 manpower difference. Of course, this attrition is killing us. The reason why I'm assimilating this area in Venice is Treviso is a place that if we could turn into being Danube Bavarian or accepting the culture completely, then we would be able to build quite a few armories there, I believe. So this is one of those that it'd be... Oh, look at this. We're actually laying siege to them. And we were able to get through the dynastic preference. Increases our authority. Gives us more reasons to be elected. Now we've solidified it more. That's a big one. And we still have 21 in authority. So we won't be going for the successor, that's for sure. Not yet. We got to build up some of these other things. But getting that bicameral, that one helped us quite a bit. I wonder what the tricameral... So the bicameral dilutes balance power among emperor, prince electors, and minors. So that would be... Yeah, we don't want to do that one, I don't think. Freiburg has fallen again. That's okay. They've taken a beating. Hate being over here in the wintertime. We just get crushed. And there's another victory. It's been achieved, and both of our places have been liberated. Haven't won the battle's war score yet, but we're getting there. Where are they as far as regulars go? 13,000 regulars. 58,000 levy of light infantry. Good news all around. Good news all around. We're just kind of keeping here just to maintain. We're going to pull back so we don't get stuck over there. I think they're doing just fine. We're saving our levies for when we need them. We need to build up this army as well. But now it's at 14%. This could be a case where an upset happens and Monvi may be able to liberate something, which would be great. As far as the Italian wars go, they've been going on for 42 years, so they should be coming to an end fairly soon. Freiburg fell again, but look at that. The battles have tipped basically even. Now in our favor. Beautiful. And we just got to play Puppet Master and watch the others do it, which I will gladly take. Our trade income is doing really well. Our trade capacity has us at just 3 in total trade capacity. Let's build ourselves some more trade offices. 4 more, not 1 more, 5. Road building is going well. Let's go back to Vienna. I like to build up what we can here in the city, and then let's head back over to Linz. Linz is one that as we can grow authority here and control, it's going to be a fantastic place to take off. Legitimacy. Let's get a theater. There we go. It's looking like France is going to be stopped. Potentially. Lots of marriages going on. 86,000, 178,000. They're getting worse and worse. War exhaustion's hitting several of them. $80,000. It's almost where we could go in and fight them. But they're down to 3,000 regulars. We could go in and fight. Bring our own levies. They've been weakened immensely. So I guess we'll march back over that way. Not going to take our levies. Yeah, France, what are they offering us? We're not going to bow out of it. They're trying to piece everybody out now. Milan. Way to go. Our enemies became our friends. Let's build the university. And let's take in... $1,000 gold. Thank you, Bohemia. They still have a lot of men. 39,000 sitting there. A lot of those are levies, though. Which gives me a lot more confidence. It'd be great if we could get some of these liberated. People love us right now. Oh, we just lost the army. Here I was all confident, and they came in and just stomped us. Well, we have to rebuild that. It wasn't a lot, but still, we're going to have to rebuild it. We're going to stay in this war till it's over. Of course, it's gotten a lot closer. A lot closer. Milan needs to get more troops up there. Milan has the forces to win that thing. We sure don't. We'll speed that back up. But hey, our manpower is going to recover now. And we'll build new units if we have to. Those might come back. See, we already, that shows we have 4, so they'll pop back up at some point. France has rallied. Of course they've rallied. They probably just bought a lot of mercenaries. Well, not a lot. I don't know how they're crushing people with those. Interesting. I want to see this war out, but we may have to take that white piece next time it's offered. So we've got most of this area now. So Danube Bavarian is dominant there, not there. It's completely 100% there. Dominant there, not in these spots. So we're getting closer and closer to getting at least 50% in all of those. We're going to accept that. Reason being, they don't have those occupations then. So maybe, just maybe, they can win that without us dragging them down. 3% in favor of Mondovi. And Giovina is adding places to the Holy Roman Empire. And our authority is at 0.33. Not the best, but that's because our ability, Karl, is dope and not very good. Although he is an inspirational leader. And he's tolerant, but he's got loose lips and he's not the most talented person. Slow negotiations. The 7th Armada. How do we get them back over here? Mondovi has joined the Holy Roman League. Well, look at that. What does that get us up to? 12. Unless they can take a lot from that war. All right, well, while we're rebuilding, let's jump ahead a little bit and see how that war plays out. It is time for the land tag to see if we can do what we did earlier. We're going to expand our armory. Try to do this. What we're going to do is we're going to go after Swindika again. See if this will let us, because everything is available. We're going to see if this can bring in Hungary again. Hungary has actually joined a coalition against us. Fantastic. That's because our truce is up with them. We will allow military access to these. Who is Hungary? Who's at war? Hungary's got some troops moving around. Oh, okay. So we've got Venice. Oh, Milan's trying to take Venice before we get to. That's not what we want. And Hungary's with them. I hope this does not mean that somehow we get dragged into a war with Milan as well. We've got 9th of August. Hopefully these all stay good and we can go take a chunk out of Hungary again. They don't have a lot of regulars. They have more than us. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll take the money. Imperial Authority's doing really well for us. We're going to save up and we're going to use that Imperial Authority to expand the Imperial Standing Army. I think that's one that we can get through fairly easily. 9th of August, okay. All right, let's pull these in. Brandenburg we'll bring in later. Maybe. And we've got those guys in. We are going to raise the levies for this one. We'll just do those. Actually, there's a decent amount here. Let's go ahead and raise these as well. That should be good. And let's make sure we have our best leader in charge. Maximilian von Habsburg. We have a Habsburg. Or we can get tradition and prestige from land battles. Kapitan Reinhold von Treblinge. Now let's let our 19-year-old Maximilian get this instead. Now they already have their armies built up. That's the one thing that's kind of concerning. See if we can solidify our forces before they come after us. It's a lot of levies that they have. A lot of levies. What can we do to increase this? We could get the local marketplace. We're not going to do that. Increasing opinion, that's always one that works. Always glad to do that. I don't know if we're going to get that one through. It would have been nice, but we can build the armory ourselves. And speaking of which, we might as well go ahead and do that. There it is. Let's build it ourselves because it's going to fail. Now, let's open back up our sabotage the reputation with Brandenburg. That allows us to bring them into the conflict. Get a few more troops on our side. So what are we looking at? Oh, okay. Who are we going to help? We can get stability. We can get iron, trade advantage for 5 years, prestige. Let's go with... Let's get the trade advantage. So that's 65,000. Most of those are Hungary. If Naples can actually get over here and do anything, it'd be nice, but I'm not holding my breath on that. We've seen that play out. There's their regulars. They have another war they have to go fight too. That's the one we don't want to mess with. All right, so our goal in this war is to take, let's see. We'll take that one in Slavonia proper. And where are we at? Baranya. We'll see how much of this we can get. If we can get more, we will. That'd be a nice chunk, 77. We'll make people mad at us, but they're mainly people we don't care if they're mad at us. It's mainly Hungary. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're trying to make it work. They have too many regulars for us. We do have matchlock levy now. They're at crossbowmen and... We need to take that. They've got a mercenary army on their way. Great. What's that mercenary army going to look like? 6,500. That's not the worst. We do have to go up there and take that, though. And Hungary's about to get their army defeated. Good news there. They still have 7,800, though. Giovina adding stuff for the Holy Roman Empire. Giovina is one of my favorites now. They're so beneficial for us. There's another huge army. We can defeat this army. Is that a possibility? They're all gathered together. Oh, no, that's not what we want. No, no, no. Stay there. Ah. Come help us. It is back and forth. We're going to retreat out of this if we can. Yeah, that fairly even on numbers. We did increase our heavy infantry power. Faithful servant now seems to have left his promise. Go to yeah. Efficiency. Yeah, sorry. He's gonna have to go. We will put Matthias in charge there instead. And we need to make our way up to lay siege up here at some point too. Bohemia's chasing after them. Let's move our way up here. We're getting closer to be able to take that. Taking this is going to be the big one. Is that a mercenary army we can flip? It is not. I also don't know if it's one that we can beat. But others are just... Oh, they have 7,000 now. We'll take all the money over here. Oh, now we got the army up here. Time to take over our territory that we're aiming for, and then hopefully take a big chunk out of Hungary in the process. Swindika is our key to taking Hungary. It is so important for us. And we'll take as much as we can from them. Homt has silver. That would take a big blow out of their finances too if we could get that one. So they have the ticking score, but if we take it, we get that, and things will look good. All right. Overall, not bad. Oh, Saluzzo against France. We'll answer that one later. They're going to lose that right off the bat, I feel like. I mean, they already have... Control of Paris? Huh. That's not going to go well. 5 more to integrate before we add a bunch more. Got Venice up to 2% here. Let's go ahead and choose another area to start assimilating. There are no cities in this region. Okay, manpower-wise, they are beaten. That's all they've got left, it looks like. Quite a few regulars, though. But that's their army. All right, let's take this over. Still no progress. 465. Oh, there's another victory. Naples has shown up. About time. Authority is going down because, again, we're using Swindika against against Hungary. That's our key, though, because it avoids everything else. Serbia is a potential one that we could use, but Poland, not so much. Poland's probably too strong until we get a much stronger standing army, which we're working on. Our monthly manpower is up to 120. Building training fields now. That's going to help us do that. And we got armories that we've got built. We are going to build a few more of these. I did build more roads. You all will be happy to know. And it is close to being able to take whatever we can from Hungary. Thanks to their little alliance here with Swindika, who I don't know why they have it, but I'm thankful they do. And there we go. We can get more. Can we get this area? That would be huge to get that. Take all of that province and give up. Axe doesn't do it. That gets us down into range. That would be nice. We'd surround Buda and we would take a huge thing of silver from them. Leave them too fractured. So we're not going to get that. So let's go back to take what we can down here. Could take a chunk of it. Where's the silver? Right there. That's what we want. We're about to get it. Take the silver, start to surround Buda. Not getting that one. We could add another territory. This one just to make it look a little nicer. One more little ticking. There we go. We got it. So another huge chunk of Hungary we're able to take. Thanks to their little bitty... Oh, that's fantastic. That's a really, really good win for us. Again, we're able to go east. We're not able to go west at the moment. But we will head east and we'll take what we can from there. But that's a good spot to wrap this episode up at 1491 here. We jumped almost 20 years. And I want to thank you all for joining me on this one. We are making progress, a huge amount in the Empire, in the Holy Roman Empire as well, where we are adding more and more authority. We're adding more territory. Might create a few vassals down the road. But at the moment, I don't know that I want to split anything up and well, get dragged into maybe some fights that we don't want, like Swindika is doing to Hungary. But we'll see. Let me know. Give me some suggestions if you know of some vassals that might be worth creating when we look at what we have. We could do some historical ones. We got Verona. I don't want to give up Verona. Some of these others, we don't do Styria, that's for sure. Who might be... So there's different ones that we have options with. But if you have some suggestions, let me know. But until next time, take care. And as always, have yourselves an amazing day and go out there and help someone else have one as well.